I am a warrior. I am a fighter. I am a chronic illness survivor.
Conquering a recurring death race.
Prospering in any case. I am a warrior. I am a fighter. I am a sickle cell disease survivor.
We are not medical professionals. We do not have the experience or knowledge to give out medical advice. Consult a doctor or healthcare professional for clarification. Anything we say in this video is just our opinions and should not be taken seriously.
What's up, cellmates? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to talk about vaccines and how we feel about them. 39 minutes. So this gonna be short because this gonna be short because it ain't.
We don't talk about vaccines.
I feel like when it comes to vaccines, I kind of am like on and off about them. I feel like it depends on which one we talking about, which one it is, how it came about, and all of that type of stuff. Because I don't really have a overall opinion about them, because I feel like vaccines were created to help to cure different things, to and I feel like they do serve their purpose sometimes.
They do.
But when you start, like, when we get to stuff like COVID, I don't really agree with those, with vaccines like that. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't agree with the vaccine, but how
they pushed that out.
How quick they pushed it out. And I understand that they didn't have a choice, but how quick they pushed it out, how it pretty much was an experimentation that, like, we didn't have a choice but to take part of. And it's like, either you take it or you don't, and then we just gonna see what happens. I don't agree with it, like, with it being like that, but I also understand why the COVID vaccine happened the way that it did.
Yeah.
One, because they did not handle that virus well
at all.
The way that they handled it was very irresponsible, and it also had to do with who our president was at the time. He was ignorant. A lot of people wasn't taking it serious. He wasn't taking it serious. And then when it came down to all of the drawbacks, all of the bad cons and stuff that happened, they pushed it on Dr. Fauci. Like, it was his fault when he was trying to explain to them how important it was for them to get in front of this the whole time. Now he got to take the blame for everything that happened, or whatever, when he was the one who was trying to educate people about it. But I feel like, I think that vaccines do serve a purpose. Like, do they make me sick every time I get them? Yeah. We all get certain symptoms, even if we don't actually get the infection or virus that the vaccine is supposed to be fighting against. We get symptoms. I don't care what what doctor, nurse, whatever say, it's symptoms regardless. Even if it's not exactly you getting the virus or infection that is supposed to be fighting. But I think for me, it's mostly not necessarily about the vaccines, but it's about how the country's history behind vaccines, behind the creation of these things, and the unethical things that they've done in creating vaccines. I also have an issue with the fact that we are pretty much forced to take them, especially if you're someone who has an illness like sickle cell. You pretty much forced to take it. It's either you take these vaccines, either you get this stuff that we're pushing to you, or we not gonna manage your sickle cell. You gonna get cut off from getting your medicines and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to do it because you won't get any of these things that we have been recommending for you. I feel like they kind of force us to do stuff, especially those of us who have an illness. And I don't agree with that. It's our body, so we should have the say for what we want to do to it. And just because we don't accept something that y'all try to push on us, don't mean that we should be punished for it by y'all basically holding our care hostage. We really, and I feel like, I'm not going to speak for every warrior, even though I feel like I sort of can, but I'm not going to. But I feel like we are forced to get vaccines and stuff. We can't just be like, we're not getting it. We don't want it or we're not getting it. And if you do, I feel like from that point on, they're gonna be keeping track of all of the stuff that you reject that they offer you, and you're gonna be punished for it. Okay, well, we have tried to do this and to help you manage your illness, and you've rejected all of these things, so we're not going to help you. We're not going to give you your pain medicine. We're not going to give you this, the things that you actually accept. And now, if the only thing that you accept from doctors is pain medicine, now you're a drug seeker. Now you're an addict. Now you flagged in the system. Now they got eyes on you like, well, we've offered this, that, and that, but they won't accept it. But when it's time to get those pain meds refills, they'll accept that. How is that? That should be our right to choose. But I feel like we don't really have a right to choose. We don't have a choice. We are forced to get stuff, and if we don't get it, then we have to deal with being looked at as drug seekers, or we don't really care to get better. Y'all don't really want to get better because every time we try to give y'all something, y'all don't want it. And I don't feel like, just like when we say that we don't really care for being cured, we're looked at as y'all don't want to get better, and that's not true, or that we've given up. Because I feel like somebody had said to us that we just, I just don't want y'all to give up. We haven't given up. I feel like literally you see not taking the care as giving up. I think taking it is, in some ways, not overall, but I feel like in some ways it's kind of like you're basically risking your life to be relieved of the illness. I mean, you can see that as optimistic in it, and I feel like in a way that it is, because you have to have some type of hope or optimism to be cured, but at the same time, you're willing to risk your life for it. But us saying that we not for it or we don't want one, not necessarily that we not for it, because if any other warrior said that they want cure, I support that 100%. I'm just good. But us saying that to y'all looks like we're giving up, or we don't want to manage our sickle cell, or we don't want to feel better. We do want to feel better. We just don't want it in that way. It just hasn't gotten to the point. I haven't got to the point where I'm like, yeah, I want that cure. Or yeah, I want to be cured. Because there's so many unknown possibilities that could follow that. With sickle cell, it's unpredictable, yes. However, I know the main symptoms that I'm gonna have to deal with. I've been dealing with them my whole life, so I know the main symptoms. However, if I get this treatment or this cure, I don't know what's gonna follow, how my body is gonna be after that. But yeah, like I said, I feel like I don't have anything against vaccines per se, but I have something against the system in which I feel like we don't have a choice but to get them. We can't say, no, I don't want that flu shot. No, I don't want this. I don't want that. We can, but when you do, just know that they looking at you a certain type of way. You can't say it and like not get judged, but you get judged when you reject anything that the doctors push in front of you. We get judged if we don't want it. If we question it and we want to know more about it, we get judged. It's kind of like y'all are sick. Y'all don't have the right to question nothing. Y'all should take anything that we give y'all. And I think that's unfair. And I feel like when it comes to vaccines, that's how it is. You don't really got a choice. You either get it or you get judged.
Yeah. I was about to say how I feel about vaccines is I feel like certain ones like, don't get me wrong, I get, like, what is the flu? You have to do the flu shot every year, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I get that every year.
They say that because they say I think the flu virus changes.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I get that one every year. And then, like, when I went to the sickle cell clinic, December last year? They was telling me about, what is the meningitis shot? Like, this new meningitis shot where you you only got to get it one time, and I was
I
like,
thought it was the pneumonia one.
Is it?
I had
think
a
it is the
pneumonia one that they say you only gotta get one time. And they like at least
Yeah, I think it's that.
And it was
not
like,
the meningitis.
you don't have to get it again, but I don't believe that. They're gonna
Yeah,
be
it
coming
was
back
the-
with another
it was
pneumonia shot.
pneumonia
Like, oh yeah, we thought that you didn't have to get that again, but
Yeah, the
it changed. The virus changed, so now you got to get another one.
that the woman told me. She was like, yeah, talking about like with this shot right here,
I
you
got
just
that
have to
same
get
one.
it. Tom, you
That
just got
don't
to
have
get
me.
it, and then that's it. And
I was
like,
through for a couple of weeks after that.
I was like,
No
bro.
energy. And of course, we gonna be like, okay, because you say no so many times, it's like, oh, that person don't really want help. They don't want our help or whatever. So we could just pull everything away from them, and I feel like that's unfair.
But yeah, with those, I was like, okay, because I've been getting these right here for a while.
Because you get
So,
those every
like,
couple of years.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I've been getting these right here for a while, so I'm okay with those. But when they came out with that COVID one, man, look at that.
I feel like that was the one that made everybody start like
I was
questioning.
like,
Then it's not just COVID. Like for the ones that we get, you got to get 2 shots and you got to get boosters. I'm not getting no booster. What is that? What does that even mean?
Well, I think I was like the last one out of all of us to get this COVID shot. I think
both of us was the last one.
Or they did get theirs first.
Because they had to. They was working. It took me a while to get mine.
Yeah. Yo, I got mine, and I was, bro, that first day after I got mine, I was like, yo, ain't no, that next day, that joint was rough. I was like,
yeah,
bro.
it would be rough. I told you, like, when I got my COVID shot, that was worse than me actually getting COVID. I had chest pains, everything. I had to go to the ER.
I was like, what the
Trying
hell?
to do me in, like, and then they be trying to make it seem like the vaccines don't have symptoms like that. Yes, they do. Most of the things that y'all give us, that doctors give us, have symptoms, have side effects, or they have side effects and we have symptoms from it. Like, they have side effects. Y'all be having a list of side effects on a paper, but when we say that we feel like this because of a shot, yeah, no, I don't think people get like this over. Yes, we do.
Yeah, because I was about to say, because I was talking to my daddy about it, because he was like, should I get the I was like, you can get it, but I was like, that first day, I was like, you got to take it easy that first day, because how it was for me. Like, I had to take it easy, but, he got the traits, so I don't know exactly how it would affect him.
The same way.
I mean, like, yeah, but it don't be as...
It make you fatigued.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, yo, you got to take it easy. He was like, man.
But even people who don't even got the trait or nothing was feeling like that after that vaccine.
I told him, I was like, yo, you have to like take that first day off.
And then now they were saying stuff. People who got that shot ends up with certain things later on from it. Damn. That one, why is it like that? That also makes me go back and question the other vaccines. Do those have the same effects as COVID and we just didn't know?
And then, like, the other thing, remember, like, when they had the 2 different ones that you could have get? Like, they had the one, if you got it, you was 3. Dang, it was 3?
The Johnson & Johnson one, just the one-time shot.
Okay.
Then you got,
it was Moderna.
Moderna and,
I don't know the other one.
The other one. You get those 2, you get 2 of those.
But no, I get the
But Moderna they said Johnson & Johnson was like 70%.
But yeah, I know it was one where, like, people was having blood clots and stuff. Like,
yeah, it was a lot of
like side effects was crazy. I was like, yo, blood clots. I was like,
yeah, because Shaniqua had blood. She had blood clots in her lungs. She had them, and
yeah, I remember y'all was talking about that.
Yeah, she had to use blood thinners because she got it.
I know my mama had got the Johnson & Johnson, but I don't remember her having no side effects other than like being like fatigued.
So was it Moderna and what the other joint was called? Because did we get Moderna?
Yeah,
I don't think.
I was about to.
I think
I don't got my wallet. No, we did get Moderna. Well, I know I did.
Mm-hmm. I thought I had got the other one.
Excuse me. Well,
I don't know. It's 2. It
was
the one we can't think of name. It's 3 different ones. Yeah.
But yeah, I know. Cause I told my mom like I'm not getting that one that you got.
Yeah, cause that one was like 70%. Like I was like, yeah. But having to get those and then coming back to get boosters is why we gotta get boosters for a vaccine.
And then, like, that's the only vaccine you got to get that
You got to
for,
get
too.
that for no.
Like, what the hell you getting a booster for
And I
if
feel
you
like
already got the full
COVID
vaccine?
really made everybody not trust vaccines, and now I'm pretty sure people don't even get them no more.
Probably
Because
not.
of the way that was handled.
That junk
Like I
was
said, before
crazy.
that, we never really thought about it. Like I would, of course, I know from my experience of getting vaccines, you know, how I feel after getting them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we ain't thinking about it like that. But when COVID came out,
Man, look at that junk was crazy.
that junk made you like,
because like wasn't people having worse stuff after they
was
got the
dying.
Yeah, I
People
know that.
was
Like it was
getting
going
illnesses and
crazy.
stuff after
I was like, yeah.
after getting it. That's why it took me so long, and I was like, I'm gonna let y'all experiment for a while before I get that junk.
Oh, and then
it took me a couple of years.
Almost, yeah, and I got it after you.
Yeah, I was like, and that junk had me sick. That junk made me have crisis in my chest and everything. And a doctor can say what they want to say. It was 100% that vaccine that did it.
Oh, and I had no crisis.
Because I was fine after that. Yeah. I mean, I was fine before that.
Yep. Because you be good, and then you get that dang vaccine, man. Look at you got to take a couple of days, maybe even a whole week off, yo. Cause like,
bro, that pneumonia junk, that junk had me down for a couple of weeks.
I'm trying to think.
It was a minute.
That was good.
I was struggling. I ain't had no sickle cell crisis, but I was fatigued for a long time, and then I started like, cause of course if I'm going through that, then the stuff that happens to me every month, for instance, when my period come on, I gotta deal with that. Wild fatigue. It was a lot. But basically that's how we feel. It ain't even really about the vaccines themselves. It's about the system behind it. The way that we are pressured to get stuff like that. The way that we are judged when we refuse it. Like, I don't like the system behind it. If I don't want to get a vaccine, I should be able to say that without my care being in jeopardy. Like, it's like they hold it hostage.
Pretty much.
A couple of times you refuse something, because I've heard doctors say, well, we know other patients, like, they congratulate me, like, be like, oh, you at least you try stuff. Other warriors don't try nothing. They just want pain medicine. And it's like, that's their right. If they just want pain medicine, that's their right.
Yeah.
You the doctor, give it to them. Or not. I don't know. But that's their right. But yeah, that's how we think in a nutshell of about vaccines. Mm-hmm. But let us know what y'all think about it, especially the COVID vaccine. Of course, you know they're gonna flag this anytime you mention COVID, it's getting flagged. That too, I just don't like. You can't even mention the name of this. It's like a cult.
Like, bro, like,
it's like a freaking cult. You can't even mention the name without getting flagged. But let us know what y'all think about it, though. How y'all feel about vaccines in general, and if COVID changed your mind about vaccines, or if you was already skeptical about vaccines, but you feel like, and do y'all feel like us? Do y'all feel like we don't have a choice but to get them? Because that's how I feel, and I feel like that for vaccines. I feel like that for everything when it comes to the medical system. If we say we don't want it, then it's like, oh, that patient never wants these things, but they'll accept this. That means that they're an addict. But yeah, let us know what y'all think. Thank y'all for looking at this video. We'll see y'all in the next one.